Hi all, welcome to Monday morning here in Brisbane, Australia. And today we're going to be looking, or probably I will continue on a little talk from last Monday. Last Monday, I talked a bit about tuning your drums for different situations. And today I thought I would extend on that and say, do you need more than one drum kit? Do you need more than one snare drum? Do you need more than one set of cymbals? Well, my answer to that is if you're a professional gigging musician out there in the world, yes, you do. You need different drum kits, you need different snare drums, and you most definitely need different cymbal sets. Me personally, I own three different drum kits. I've got an 18, 12, 14 jazz kit. I've got my sort of everyday kit, which is a 20, 12, 14 drum kit. That's the one I use on a majority of gigs that I play. And also have a big rock kit, a 24, 13, 16. And depending on the band that I'm actually playing with, say I'm filling in, I do a lot of fill-in work with bands. I have my own band, Peaches and the Alpha Sonics. If you haven't heard us before, go on to Spotify or iTunes or whatever. We just released a new song a few days ago as well called If You Want to Mess With Me. Peaches and the Alpha Sonics is the name of the band. So go and check out our new single if you're interested. It's a sort of Aretha Franklin-ish type song. Anyway, yeah, I do a lot of fill-ins with lots of different bands. This weekend past, I played with two different bands sitting in on. And there were different styles of music. So I actually used two different drum kits. I used my big rock kit and also my medium-sized kit, for want of a better word. So, and especially too, if you do a lot of studio work, if you're doing studio work, it's not a bad idea to have different drum kits. Even though a lot of studios have a house kit, the engineers usually want to use them because they know the kit well. But that said, taking an assortment of snare drums along with you and cymbals often is a good thing to do. When I play live, as I said earlier, I have different drum kits for depending what I'm playing, but I also use different snare drums and cymbal sets. I often will say I'm doing a jazz gig, well, I'll use my little 18, 12, 14 bop kit, that's for sure. And, if it's like early sort of swing music, I will often use a very shallow wood snare drum or sometimes an aluminium snare. If it's a little bit more modern sort of jazz, I often will use a metal snare drum of some description, something like a nickel or chrome over brass type scenario. So, having the choice of snare drums to use to really fine tune your sound for the music that you're actually playing, to me, that is a really important thing. And also you'll find if you're doing a lot of fill-in work as a drummer, if you really try and refine and hone in the sound that band really requires, you're more likely to get more gigs as a result of that. There's nothing worse than, you might be in a jazz band and you need a drummer for the night and you ring a guy and he turns up with a big rock kit and he just slams all night. Like, he's never going to get a gig with that band ever again. But if I turn up with a little bop kit, and I've got everything sounding good, nice ride cymbal, nice cymbals, and I'm playing, accordingly using brushes or whatever it might be, then I am more likely to get that call from that band again when they need another drummer. And so I try and do that with every band I fill in with, is try and first off get a sense of what music they play and what's their sound and style. And then, I take the appropriate drum kit. I choose the snare drum I think would work for that band. And I also choose a cymbal set for that band. Yeah, so if you can afford it, yeah, I understand a lot of people don't have money. You might only be able to afford just one drum kit and that's it, one snare, one set of cymbals. But if you can really afford it, I would really suggest that you know, you buy an assortment of things like snare drums. I own about a dozen of them. I know that's probably a little bit overkill, but there's probably 2 or 3 of my snare drums I only ever use in a studio because they record so well. And then, you know, I've got a selection of deep and shallow wood snares, depending on what I'm playing, and the same with my metal snares, an assortment of different metals and different depths. I've got, you know, 6.5 inch down to 4 inch. So, you know, if you can afford it, it's really good to do that. So anyway, I'm getting a lot of people commenting on my video here this morning, and you know, there's a few people just putting up rubbish by the looks of things. But anyway, that's just the way things are. So some of those people obviously got nothing better to do. Anyway, yeah, so it's really in your interest to actually get, you know, an assortment of drums and things, if you like. And also, you know, we talked about it last week about tuning your drums appropriately for the style of music you're playing. Head selection and tuning the drums. That all comes with it as well. You know, if I'm going to do a jazz gig, you know, I'm not going to take a drum kit and tune it, you know, really low for like a big rock sound, or use, you know, really thick dampening type drum heads on my drum kit. I'm going to use something, you know, probably coated ambassadors all over my my drum kit and tune it up medium to medium high, so I get that, you know, traditional jazz sound. It's really important to do that, you know. So it's really you know, something to think about. So, you know, if you're out there playing, you know, of course, if you just got a drum kit and you're just learning and you're playing in your lounge room, well, you know, that's not really important. But if, you know, if you're really out there gigging a fair bit and you're gigging with numerous bands, not just the one band, well, even if you're just playing with the one band, you know, it's important to have the right size drum kit for, you know, the sound you need to apply yourself to the style of that band. That's really important as well. So, you know, it's things to think about. So I think today we might not go too long with this video, and so it's really important that you know, you think about those things. If you really want to get that sound that's required for the band you're playing with, it's probably, you know, worthwhile having numerous things like that. Anyway, on that note, I think we'll leave it for this week, and I'll see you again next Monday for a live video. But obviously before then you'll probably get some normal videos from me, as well as some shorts. I often do shorts just on the spare at a moment when I'm walking by my practice kit in my studio there. I might just sit down and put a phone up and just do a little short. And I also, you know, put up more important ones as well, you know, so as a normal video every now and then as well. So anyway, on that note, people, I'm really thanks for watching. Well, thanks for some of you for watching. Some are just downright rude and idiots. But anyway, on that note, let's call it quits for today, and we'll see you next Monday, and have a good week, people. See ya. Bye.